Greetings, everyone. I am Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. Today, the review you've all been waiting for, the return of the original Alice Cooper group, now called The Revenge of Alice Cooper. Here we have it, the brand new album, The Revenge of Alice Cooper, by the Alice Cooper Group, produced by Bob Ezrin. The return album the world was afraid of, starring Alice Cooper, Michael Bruce, Alice Cooper, of course, on vocals, harmonica, Michael Bruce on guitars, backing vocals, other things, Dennis Dunaway on bass, Neil Smith on drums, and featuring a special appearance on one track, the late, great Glenn Buxton. Apparently they had some stuff laying around the studio. They were able to use a couple of guitar parts for one of the tracks. That's not all who's on here, though. There are other people on here. So we've got, let's see, who am I missing here? Gyasi Heus, Heus, however he says his name, on guitars. He's the young kid that's kind of playing with Alice right now that adds a lot of cool lead guitar and things on this album. Robbie Krieger appears on one track. Who am I missing here? Rick Tedesco also delivers some guitar on this album. Am I missing anybody? I think that's basically everybody who contributes here, if I'm not mistaken. If I come across other folks. Wow, there's other people. So guitar, Steve Potts, Conrad Varela, Ad Adams on percussion, Lynn Bruce on additional bass, Tom Booth on additional Hammond. Is that everybody? Yeah, I think that's mostly everybody. Anyway, let's take a look at the digipack here. Okay, this is ear music, Edel music. Kind of nicely done. I like the look. It's very kind of retro-ish. Kind of has this like kind of like 50s, late 50s horror movie type of thing going on. And the booklet features lyrics, nice little drawings of the band. It's kind of like mad science, like an old Ed Wood film type of look to it all, right? Like I mentioned, you do have track by track of who plays on everything, right? So for pretty much everybody's on every song. Like I said, but there are a couple additional people who help out on certain instruments on some of these tracks. Michael Bruce does play a lot of keyboards on the album too. I did want to mention that as well. So what do we have here on this first full album in many, many years? This is the 8th studio album from this band, 30th album altogether from Alice in general. So he's got 22 solo records, and then the 8 Alice Cooper Group albums. And this is the first time we have some recordings with the full band, I believe, since what is it, Welcome to My Nightmare 2, I believe. That's where we had a couple tracks where the band appeared on, right? But this is the first full album with all of them since Muscle of Love a million years ago. So let's take a look. We've got 12 tracks on the CD. Actually, there's 14. There's 2 hidden bonus tracks on here, which I'll get to. It starts off with, and again, I do want to mention Bob Ezrin producing, right? So you got to have everybody together on this. Black Mamba leads things off. The first 2 tracks were the 2 lead singles on the album, so hopefully by now everybody's heard these songs. I don't need to get too much into them. But Black Mamba, the yeah, 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 yeah chorus notwithstanding, I think I've gotten a little used to it. I still think it's kind of silly, but notwithstanding, I love this song. I think it's terrific. It's old school Alice Cooper style hard rock, big thick bass grooves, some chunky guitar riffs. I love the vibe. Alice sounds great on it. It's just takes me back to like 1972 Alice Cooper. Really like Black Mamba a lot, like I said, other than the chorus, though I am getting used to it. Wild Ones was the second single released. That's just a good Detroit-style hard rock song. Tasty guitar licks and riffs all over the place on it. Memorable chorus. Lead guitar work really, really nicely done. I like Wild Ones. I think it's a really good song. Then we got Up All Night, which is it's got kind of like a chunky guitar riff. It's a hard rock song. Again, it takes you back to the early 70s. Not 100% sold on the chorus. I think that's the weakest part of the song, but the rest of it is really fun, good hard rocker. It's just a shame the chorus is kind of generic, but otherwise a really good song. Kill the Flies. I really like this one a lot. I mean, this one sounds like it could have come off of Love It to Death or Killer. It's got big fat guitar and bass that starts things off, drives the song. Nice, evil, snarling vocal from Alice. Nice backing vocal harmonies. This one has this kind of chilling early Alice Cooper group, you know, circa, like I said, Love It to Death, Killer, that whole era, right? It's really, really good stuff. I like Kill the Flies quite a bit. One Night Stand reminds me kind of like Desperado. Kind of sounds like it came out of a time capsule, right? More nice lead guitar, but it's got that kind of that feel, that vibe of Desperado. If you like that song, you'll really dig this one. Blood of the Sun is up next. Might be my favorite track here. It's pretty heavy. It's got all these little references to like movie titles, which is kind of neat in the lyrics. So every time, if you really listen, you keep hearing them all throughout the song. It's got a nice dark feel to it. More cool riffing. It's got great guitar solos. The drums and percussion totally on point. It's also one of the longer tracks on the album. Really, really good. Blood of the Sun. I love the chorus. It's just very memorable. It's simple but memorable. Really, really well done. Blood of the Sun. One of my favorites. Crap That Gets in the Way of Your Dreams. So this is kind of one of those dumb Alice Cooper songs. But it rocks enough. It's pretty enjoyable. Lyrics are kind of ridiculous, but I think it's all meant to be tongue-in-cheek. Like I said, kind of like a dumb Alice Cooper rock song, but it's good. It's fun. Famous Face. Like this one. Another one of my favorites here. It's a mid-tempo rocker, big catchy chorus. Love the gritty guitar work. Like the vocals a lot. Another one of my favorites. Really dig Famous Face. Memorable song. Money Screams. Not a huge fan of this one. It's kind of a forgettable, generic rocker. I think this album is a little on the front-loaded side. First half, really, really good. It's going to kind of lose a little bit here for me. Money Screams, not big on that. One of my least favorites. What a Sid. It's got a nod to Hottie, Hottie, Hottie Ho by Cab Calloway. I'm sure some people will really like this one. It's kind of totally out of left field, but, you know, they always did kind of like these little left field songs. You know, you think of Blue Turk, Gutter Cat versus the Jets. You like that sort of thing, kind of like that swing jazz 40s, 50s type of thing. I think if you like that sort of thing, again, they used to always throw like at least one song on an album that kind of like this. I'm kind of hit or miss with this. It's kind of clever. It's kind of fun, I guess, but to me, it kind of sits right in the middle of the album and kind of takes me out of things a little bit, but it's okay. Intergalactic Vagabond Blues has a nice, fun, retro vibe. It's kind of bluesy, 50s rock and roll, harmonica. It's kind of silly, but it's easy to like. It's a really nice smoking guitar solo at the end, and then the harmonica just gets a little crazy towards the end. I could have done with that, you know me and harmonica, but it's okay. It's like I said, it's kind of silly but kind of fun. What Happened to You? That features the lone appearance from the late Glenn Buxton on the album. It's got some cool wah-wah guitar licks, some little cool guitar solos. Again, I'm not quite sure 100% exactly what is him on here, but obviously they had some leftover stuff that was never used. They wanted to incorporate it here, so I think that's really cool. Overall, it's a decent enough boogie rocker. Chorus is kind of memorable, has that kind of Detroit boogie vibe. It's not a great song. It's okay. I Ain't Done Wrong, more of that Detroit bluesy boogie. Slide guitar, harmonica. It's okay. It's nothing special. It kind of sounds like a lost kind of like Savoy Brown track that got left on the cutting room floor or whatever. Guitar work is good. Overall, it's nothing special. Then you got the last track on the regular part of the album, See You on the Other Side. That is this kind of like emotional, dramatic ballad. I really like this a lot. The vocal from Alice is great. The chorus is great. Like I said, it's powerful, it's dramatic, it's emotional, it's sweeping. Really good song. Really like that a lot. See You on the Other Side. Really, really good. As for the two hidden bonus tracks, once you get past track number 12, don't turn it off, because this has been an hour-long CD with the bonus tracks. You've got Return of the Spiders. Anybody remember Return of the Spiders? All the way back from Easy Action, their second album. So here they have unearthed a long-lost alternate take on this from the original sessions. It's even got like them talking and stuff while they're recording and throwing stuff out there, whatever. It's bluesy garage rock, right? Very early Alice Cooper before they kind of got before they really figured it out. But it's kind of cool here. And it's just totally sounds like them early on. If you're familiar with the first two albums, you'll be like, ah, yeah, I remember that song. So we got that alternate take of that old gem here. And then the last track is like, it's about just under 2 minutes long. It's a Titanic Over Underture, which was from the debut, Pretties for You. Again, it's an alternate take on that. It's really creepy, kind of gothic sounding, and it kind of finishes the album off in like an eerie way. So you got those two kind of early alternate versions of two songs from the first two albums that they found in the vaults that Bob Ezrin kind of like worked his magic on with the other 12 new tracks. So overall, I think the band and Bob Ezrin did a really nice job here of getting that vibe of the original band. I think that's the one cool thing to take away from here. It's like, most of the songs are not going to be looked at as classics like a lot of those early ones, but many of them are really good and enjoyable, and it sounds like that same band. Alice sounds good. The vibe is there, and I think job well done. Not all the songs, like I said, are top notch, but the majority are fun. They're enjoyable. The album rocks, and the vibe is there, which is, I think, what we wanted. This is not, kind of getting the original band back together and just phoning it in with a bunch of generic tracks, right? It's just, that sounds like it could be anybody. It sounds like that band, which is cool. So I'm going to give this a 3.75 out of 5, which I think is very solid. That's what I think it is. I think it's a very solid, fun album. Is it a Alice Cooper group classic? This early on, I've only had this for like 24 hours, but I've listened to it all day today, over and over and over and over again. I don't think it's the second coming of Killer or Love It to Death or $1 Billion Babies or School's Out, but is it solid like Muscle of Love? Yeah. There's some people that love Muscle of Love. Some people don't like Muscle of Love, right? To me, that was a big drop-off from the albums that came before it. But I will definitely listen to this way more than Easy Action or Pretties for You, I'll tell you, because I'm not huge on those two albums. There's some good tracks on there, but they hadn't really figured things out yet. This to me sounds like it came from that original group of albums. So, 3.75 out of 5 is my ranking right now, or my rating right now. That might rise over time, but I think for now, I'm pretty satisfied with that. Like I said, I do enjoy this. I've listened to it a lot. I will continue to listen to this. It's fun. It's the original Alice Cooper group. If you've heard it, let us know what you think down in the comments below. If you haven't checked it out yet, go do so. Come report back in. Let us know what you think. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube and Instagram all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options, all down there. Thanks in advance, everybody. It's greatly appreciated, and we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.